All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a little mock draft. I'm excited. This is the first one that I've done for every team because I've been on the, just Packers grind, which I love and we'll touch on it, with our one pick. But I like to see what other people are doing because it affects the Packers and every other player. So, right now we have Panthers. I'm just going to do the first four picks pretty quickly and then we'll talk about them. All right. So right here, we got one at CJ Stroud. I don't see them actually going Bryce Young. I don't. It's just new coaching staff needs to hit, and CJ Stroud, especially coming off that last game that he played, he's a man. He's a man for sure. So I see them going that way, and then I definitely see Houston taking Bryce Young. They're either going to get flopped. It's either Bryce Young's first or CJ second, unless something crazy happens and Anthony Richardson goes to the Carolina Panthers. But I just don't see anyone taking that risk. But I could because the Panthers have Andy Dalton now. So we'll see. But that'd be quite the change of events. Will Anderson at three. They really need to hit on him. He's an incredible prospect. He's probably my number one ranked prospect in this draft. Dude's just a beast. Can't say enough good about him. Okay, his film is incredible, and his stats are just as incredible. For Anthony Richardson, very exciting for the Colts. I know y'all have been struggling, got many Colts friends, and they hate the quarterback carousel. Now, you have arguably the highest ceiling player in this entire draft because he's a man. Oh my gosh. If you just watch his combine, this dude is ridiculous. And not just the physical stuff, just the throwing, the effortlessness. Okay, I'll stop talking about Anthony Richardson, but he was really fun to watch. I hope he actually succeeds and not is not just one of those athletic busts. Five, we go Tyree Wilson. I don't have them taking Jalen Carter because they signed Jerron Reed and then his off the field issues. Just Tyree Wilson, 6'6", super long, lanky arms. Dude's a beast. Here, sadly, the Lions end up with Jalen Carter. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to play him twice a year. That makes me mad. He's probably my second best non-quarterback in this draft, and it was just off the field issues. He probably didn't go to Seattle, but I could see him just being phenomenal at the Lions, which makes me mad. Here, Will Levis is an obvious one. He gets to sit behind Garoppolo, and then they get rid of Garoppolo, which would be quite exciting. I'm not a fan of him. Number eight, this is pretty obvious. We're kind of just going in order because this is how it goes. Devin Witherspoon, they're gonna have a great secondary now with the addition of Jesse Bates and then having AJ Terrell on the other side. Devin Witherspoon, good physical guy. Nine, we give them Christian Gonzalez. Dude's great corner, great technique. Just not as physical as Witherspoon, but I see him actually fitting in with the Bears nicely. The Eagles. I see them taking either Brian Branch or Lucas Van Ness. I'm actually going to give them Brian Branch. Just best safety. They just they're kind of just using depth pieces. I mean, and bolstering that secondary. There's nothing wrong with that. Right here, they're actually not going tackle anymore. They're going Mr. Big QT or QJ. What did I say QT? But Traylon Burks alongside Quentin Johnson would be a pretty solid duo to whoever's the quarterback there. 12, nice one, Lucas Van Ness. I wish he made it to the Packers, but dude's just too good of a prospect to pass up on. 13, they definitely go Peter Skoronski here. I'm kind of disappointed that the Packers probably aren't going to get the 13, but who knows? We might end up with it. But I see them getting a tackle. This is their biggest need besides quarterback. So we're just assuming they have Aaron Rodgers. Patriots. They're going to go Paris Johnson. Just getting those boys in the dirt, and just getting great protection. Packers. I really want to give them Jackson Smith and Jigba. I'm just going to do it. I want Jackson Smith and Jigba. If there was one player in this entire draft I want for the Packers, it's JSN. I don't care about his hamstring. Dude is Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's arguably a top 10 receiver at this moment in time. Okay, that's my opinion. But dude is absolutely incredible. He actually he went to high school near where I went to. He went to Rockwall in Texas. I saw him in the semifinals where he was just an absolute beast. They had 3 dudes on him. They couldn't cover him. That's enough about that. This is kind of an obvious one. People are thinking Joey Porter Jr., which I see, but I actually see them going Deontay Banks, and then the Steelers going Mr. Joey Porter. 18. I don't know who I give them because I gave them Jalen Carter. So ideally they might actually trade back, but I could see them doubling up. Actually, I'm gonna give them Dalton Kincaid. I see him actually going off the board here. They need to replace Hawkinson, and so that's a decent pick for them. 19. This is one of these 2 guys right here. Personally, I think Kancey fits that Tampa Bay system with Todd Bowles. That's what I see personally. All right, Seattle's second pick. I already gave them Tyree Wilson. So where is he at? I see Osiris probably going to the Seahawks. Just got to have that protection for Geno and Kenneth Walker. I see it as a great move, personally. 21, here's where Bijan comes off the board. After Eckler probably gets traded fairly soon, they're going to need a dude. That dude is Bijan. That's for sure. All right, here's pretty easy. Zay Flowers. Just, there's nothing else they need more than a receiver. Not just a receiver, but like 8 of them. Lamar is probably sick and tired of it. Vikings. It's either Breezy or Nolan Smith. I'll give him Nolan Smith just cause I see it that way. I think it makes sense. Right here, Michael Mayer. I think they do great doubling up right there, having Evan Ingram and Michael Mayer. Giants. I want to give them Jordan Addison. I do, but they've re-signed a couple people, and you never know if OBJ comes back. So I'm just gonna kind of give them best player available. In my opinion, Miles Murphy. They have Brandon Cooks. They don't need a receiver anymore. But I do kind of want to give them some tackle depth. I'm gonna give him Broderick Jones because I always forget his name. But their left tackles always hurt, so I'm gonna give it to him. I'm giving them Avila. He's dude. They need to give Josh Allen protection if he's gonna be their dude forever. Breezy Falls, they 100% would take that, no doubt in my mind. Where's he at? I'm gonna give him Cam Smith. Dude's beast. He'll probably definitely go first round. A lot of teams need corners. Right here, Jordan Addison could be the dude right here. I'm gonna give him Jordan Addison, just kind of scary. And then right here to finish it off, I don't really see Will McDonald, but I also don't see Anton Harrison. I'm gonna give him Mazi Smith. I don't think that's a great pick there. It's just kind of how the draft fell. But yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, it's a pretty mundane draft. I mean, not a lot of trade ups, which will definitely happen in the draft. But yeah, that's what we got so far. Let me know what you think in the comments. See how your team did. Let me know what you'd change. Yeah. All right. See y'all later. Subscribe. Peace.